Hola chicos y chicas. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about makeup brushes. So I know that it's a huge and intimidating scene because there's so many brushes out there, but I'm going to give you your top 5 that you should have on your makeup kit today. So this one is just the makeup brushes that I have in my kit because I think that they are a must-have. Like I don't know what I would do to my makeup look if I didn't have these brushes, and I want to share it with you. So keep watching and I'm going to tell you exactly which 5 I have in my kit. The first thing to consider is your face. So if you're not going to have time for doing your eyes, or if you just don't really do your eyes and you just want to focus on your face, you need to make sure you have the correct blending brush for your powder, for your blush, for your contour. So I have this little baby right here. This one is from Smashbox Cosmetics, and it came with the contour palette. So as a duo, it came the brush and the palette. And ever since I've used it, oh my god, it's changed my life because it has this little angled tip. So it's really, really nice, and it really blends with your face. So it doesn't go straight and then you don't have any product. It really follows the contour of your face. It really follows the shape of your face, and it really lets the product just blend really beautifully. So this is a must to have. Now, if you can't find this out there, you can definitely get a bigger brush, and the fluffier the brush and the bigger the brush, it means that the less product is going to go really, really concentrated on one area. So the bigger and the fluffier the brush, it's going to really spread it out. And this is what you want because you want to make sure you don't just go, oh, that's a spot of blush. You want to make sure it just blends out and it spreads out evenly in your skin and it's not too harsh. So definitely a good brush to have for the contour. Now this one is, even though it's smaller, it's gonna still have the same effect of the blending. But obviously make sure you always tap the excess of product before you put it on your skin. Now these are definitely a go-to for your face. Now moving on to the eye, this is my number one baby that I travel everywhere. So it is a blending brush. It is Morphe, but because I've used it so much, I actually don't know the number of the brush, but I will definitely make sure I'll put it down there on my description, so make sure you scroll down and have a look. This baby is a blending brush, so as you can see, it just really, it kind of opens up and then it goes back to a tip, and this one's great. So the more you use your brushes, the more it's gonna adapt to the way your eye is, and this one has definitely done that. This one really helps me to smooth out crease colors, to blend in between, and also to make sure there's no harsh lines, because that's what it's called. It's called a blending brush, so that's what it's gonna do. And this can do from your warm tones, and you can keep packing it on. And the good thing is that I never clean it in between colors. You can just mix it in between colors, and then it's gonna create that beautiful, beautiful, flawlessly blend colored look. Now there's different types of this. Sigma has one, and it's a little bit fluffier and it's a little bit longer. So that's definitely another good one. And it's also really good to have a couple of these because one of them you can use for your loose powder, translucent powder in between shadows, and you can also use it for a little bit of a fallout that we always get when we do a smoky eye or similar things like that. Now the second one for the eye, that's really good. Yes, I have 2 for the eye. It's this one. So it's a little bit more of a precision brush. It's really packed on, and it's again on a little tip shape. Now this one, obviously, like I told you before, if it's less brushes and it's really, really defined, it's gonna really precise that color. And this one helps when you want to do that under eye smoke and really target a specific area, so you don't want to blend it everywhere because if not you're going to look like a raccoon, and we don't want to look like a raccoon. And you can also do it for your wing line if you want to smoke it out, which is a really, really good way to position. So I always do under eyes, and this is why I have this one in my kit. So I would recommend it too if you do the under eyes, which you should do, to be honest. It's going to help you on that look. really important to know how you do your eyebrows, and for me that's with several products, whether it's gel, powder, or a liner. I usually have this with me. So this baby is from Ottoman 3 and they have the dual end. One's for combing your eyebrows and one's for applying the product. And this one is an angle brush as well, kind of like the contour one, but really, really defined. So it's going to help you do those evenly eyebrows, and it's going to help you draw the eyebrows nice and smooth. And the reason why I love this brush so much is because straight away I can just brush it away, brush the product away, and it's going to create that natural glow, and I don't have to change to another brush, which is this one. So it's 2 in 1. If you can get this one, I would recommend. If not, get the angle brush and then the eyebrow brush separately. But it's a definitely one to have for your eyebrows, because you want that natural finish, but you also want a bit of definition. And I don't know about your eyebrows, but my eyebrows don't really have, like, it has gaps. So I have to cheat the eye and I have to make sure that you think I have eyebrows, but this brush helps me do that. So if your eyebrows are as rebel as mine, I do recommend this one. So that was brush number 3 with your eyebrows. Now I'm gonna go with the 4th one, which is kind of like combining the other 2 together. So it's not really a 4th brush, but it's something that you should be aware of. There are companies like It Cosmetics that do dual end brushes. So you have your blending brush on one end, and then you have your contour brush on the other. If you're traveling, this is great because you want to really compact what you're traveling with. So this one's a really, really good one. Now with the blending brush, it's not as blending, it's more compact. So it's not gonna blend it as well as the other blending brush, but it is a really good go-to option when you're traveling. So again, you have your blending brush here and that. And one similar one is the KK Beauty one. This one came with the contour palette, I believe, and it's again, so you have one to pack on your eyeshadow really nice and evenly, and then the blending brush. I really like this blending brush, so this is a good option. So make sure you do look out there for dual ones, because it's going to save you a lot of time and it's going to save you a lot of space in your makeup kit, because and I don't know about you, but I have a little bag, so the less I put in there, the better, because it's not going to be as many products that I'm going to have to carry around, right? For number 5, it's not really a brush, but it's something that I should tell you guys and share with you. I'm sure most of you have a beauty blender, but if you don't, this is what it looks like. Now it's a shape of an egg, and I do apologize, it's a little bit dirty because I did do a look before, but this one here is gonna make your foundation and your concealer look as evenly and as flawlessly possible. Now make sure you always damp it a little bit when you're applying the product, because it's gonna help the product actually go in your skin and not really go into the sponge, because we don't want our money staying in there. We want our money to go in our faces. So with this a little bit damp, it's gonna really create that flawless look, and it's gonna even it out, and it's gonna go inside the pores, because I know that I have pores, and if you're perfect and don't have pores, that's great for you, but I'm sure we will have pores. So this is gonna help us all look nice and even. And also with this, if you apply a lot of blush or a lot of bronzer and you can't really remove it, it's a good way to go back to this, because it already has a little bit of foundation or concealer that you did, and then when you go over it, it's gonna bring it down, and then voila, you didn't apply a lot of blush. You saved it straight away instead of rubbing it up. So that's a definitely should have in your kit. Now they come in different sizes. This one I believe is the medium one, but they do have a smaller one for the eyes. If you want to apply the primer or the concealer around the eyes, it is easier, and they do have a bigger one. But beauty blender, it's definitely a must. Now I have tried other brands, but I found that they were really harsh, and I kind of just said, it's not for me, until I tried this one of the actual beauty blender brand, and it was a difference. So do make sure you do your research when you invest in products. Sometimes cheaper doesn't mean it's the same, doesn't mean it's better. It sometimes does require spending a little bit more money. But like I said, you can do research and spend a little bit more money in the dual brush, but then you already have 2-in-1. But don't be overwhelmed with the brushes. You can definitely use a lot of them for different things. I know that I have, when I barely had any budget to buy brushes, I actually use this one for my eyes and also my contour and my nose contour, and my highlighter. So you can definitely play around, and there's no right or wrong way to use brushes. It's just how creative you can be. So let me know in the comments down below if I missed a brush that I should definitely add it to my kit. I would love to know if there's something you definitely can't live without, or if this video helped you at all and now you want to upgrade your kit. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. And make sure you subscribe and like this video. Make sure you tell your friends, and make sure you put that little bell down there so I can tell you when I upload a video, whether it's how to do something or the makeup chat and how many basics you should have in your makeup kit. Let me know. See you guys till next video. Bye.